Okay, this is my first ever video and my first ever challenge. You have to excuse how I look. This was kind of on the fly. I'm out here walking on a trail near my house and decided to do this. I recently started, like this is my fourth day, the Hydroxycut Max for women. Um, and because I decided that it was time for me to make a lifestyle change. And it's crazy how I decided to do that was I'm part of this group on Facebook for women, and it's a positive group for Black women. It's always trying to uplift and inspire. And somebody posted a question, and it said, from 1 to 10, how do you rank yourself right now? And it was a little bit more to the question. And I was looking at people's ranking, and people were ranking themselves tens and stuff like that. But then you had people that ranked themselves really low. And so once I thought about it, and I thought about myself and where I was and stuff like that, I ranked myself about a 5. And but then I had to think about, why are you ranking yourself a 5? And it was for one reason and one reason only. Um, and that's because I recently moved, well, not that recent, 2 years ago, I moved from Fort Worth, Texas to Austin, Texas. And I moved here for my job. I knew nobody here. Um, and I'm kind of a shy person. Um, and so, and in the field that I work in a company that I work for, um, people are friendly, but they're work friendly. You don't really make friends for outside of work. And um, part of it, I think there's a silent uh, separation of races there, uh, and things of that nature. I'm only a part of certain groups or certain clubs within the company because I am in middle management. Other than that, and they really, really, really urge you not to befriend the people that work under you. There's not that many African American people, let alone women, that work there. But I try to befriend whoever. But it's kind of hard when you work with people and their conversation is very racist or classist and they are too ignorant to know. And I get tired of educating people. And then there's a certain level of, when you try to tell them, and you try to tell them in a politically correct way that that's not okay, they kind of dismiss it. But anyway, I digress. But when I moved here, I went from a very active lifestyle of just being in a place that I knew everyone, I knew where to go, and I knew what to do, to being in a place where I knew no one. I knew nowhere to go, and I knew nothing to do. And everybody's like, just get out, just get out, just walk around, just get out, just do things. People walked up to where I was sitting, because I was sitting here by myself, and started swinging. But anyway, and so, but it's a public park, so I can't say anything. Um, but anyway, so I decided to get on Google and find some things. And so I tried to go out, and I found that the women here are not friendly. They're kind of cliquish and kind of catty. But eventually I met a boy, and my intention was only to be here for 2 years, but I met a boy. And we're together, and this is going to be my home. So, long story short, I got off track, and I apologize, and I'll do better in the future. But in my stagnant lifestyle, I gained weight. And I went from being 5'4.5", 131 pounds when I moved here, to 5'4.5", 172 pounds. This is the biggest that I've ever been in my life without being pregnant. I haven't been pregnant in a while because my kids are soon to be 28 and 23 years old. It's not baby weight. It's just, baby, you got weight. But I'm not comfortable with it, and I'm not okay with it. And so I decided what to do about it. First of all, I rethought myself. I rethought how I ranked myself. And honey, I am not a 5. And what makes me a 10 has nothing to do with my waistline. Um, and I had to, just kind of get myself out of that 5 mood. And one of the things that I decided to do was get up and move. and revigorate myself. Do the things that I used to do that made me happy. I'd always been a person who I didn't do things by myself. I always needed a companion. I always needed somebody to help motivate me, help me do things just because I like to talk and I just like to have company or whatever. So I'm not the best at making friends because I've had all my friends since the 6th grade. Um, so that's one thing I decided to do. I decided to start networking and reaching out and striking up conversations with strangers and doing what it was that I needed to do in order to make myself more social, more comfortable because my fiance is a very social person. But he's born and raised here. He has an established life here. We have our life together, but then he has his life of his own. That was a B. So I had to decide to make a life of my own. And actually, he's been encouraging me to do that all along. I just wasn't comfortable with it and I wasn't ready. I'm ready now. Okay, so long story short, what I came to, I decided to lose weight, move around, exercise, do things that make me me and the things that I used to do before I ever came here. Um, I started the Hydroxycut Max for women. Um, and I am on day 4. And I decided to, how can I make myself stick to this? If I make myself accountable by doing this, I'm going to make a video each week chronicling my progress. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to weigh in every week. I think I'm going to weigh in every couple weeks just because I don't want to get obsessed with the scale. I want to do a lifestyle change. And if I get obsessed with the scale, it won't be a lifestyle change. It'll be me chasing pounds, me chasing a goal. And right now, my goal is happy and healthy, comfortable with me. I will go ahead and say, once again, I'm 5'4.5". I weigh 172 pounds. And I'm not trying to get down to a skinny toothpick or whatever. I just want to get rid of this and the back fat. As soon as I learn how to do it, how to do some editing and stuff on this, I will insert pictures. But I'll tell you my progress. I'm on day 4. I noticed right off the bat, energy, 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 energy. From the first day, the first pill that I took. I have increased my water intake because one, it makes me thirsty. So, of course, with my water intake increased because I went from drinking no water to drinking about 8 glasses of water a day, I increased my trips to the restroom. The first couple of days, sorry if you don't like this, massive poos. I mean, massive. Now, not so much. But I also changed how I eat from eating once or twice a day, which was horrible for me and probably why I gained weight, to eating 3 meals and 2 snacks. But I just went back and read the bottle and it said don't snack between meals. But I have to do what I need to do to speed up my metabolism and do what I'm comfortable with. So I don't eat big snacks. I don't eat sweets. I don't eat anything like that. I've never been a person who ate bad. So I feel like I gained weight because I had a stagnant lifestyle and I wasn't eating properly and I wasn't drinking water. And so now I'm drinking the water, I'm eating the snacks, and I'm moving. I had set a goal for myself of 3 miles, 8 glasses of water, and 7,000 steps. To be honest, I have achieved my 7,000 steps every single day since I put myself on this challenge within myself. I bought myself a Fitbit-ish type tracker. It's not a Fitbit. I don't believe in spending that much money for gadgets. Got this at Walmart for $29. It tracks my miles, tracks my sleep, tracks my steps, has all types of alarms and alerts. It'll let me know my phone's ringing, the text message. It does the things that I need to do for $29. Don't need a Fitbit. And it has a app that links to my phone. So, Fitbit-ish. But anyway, I have achieved my 7,000 miles. I mean, 7,000 steps. Starting I think on Thursday will be a week, and I'm going to add 1,000 steps. It might be 500 steps, 1,000 steps to my weekly goal of 8,000 steps a day. So eventually, I want to get up to 10,000 steps as a minimum of my goal, and then eventually 12,000 steps. But I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I'm going to set realistic goals and realistic expectations. Anybody want to join me, you're welcome to join me. As soon as I figure out a way to link stuff to where we can communicate and stuff on here, we can. I have the Elite Performance Doomaflitchy here. The app, when you download it on your phone, is Elite 3, and you can join me and we can actually make a group. Mine is Candy Cane 0412, I think is what it is. If you join me, and we can track and motivate and reach out to each other together just through this little thing. Like I say, Fitbit-ish. I don't need a Fitbit. But anyway, plenty of energy, as you can probably tell. That's why I'm acting like this. Plenty of energy. I don't have a problem with sleeping at night at all. Now, to be honest, I take my last, there's a squirrel that's like right here. I don't know. You see him? He's pretty close and he's carrying 2 big nuts. But anyway, I sleep well at night. I take my my Hydroxycut twice a day. I take it in the morning before I leave for work. By the time I make it to work, my drive is only like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. When I get there, I eat my breakfast, which consists of oatmeal and a bottle of water. Then about 3 hours later, I eat a snack. It's either grapes. Lately, it's been either grapes or yogurt and a bottle of water. Everything goes with a bottle of water. And then about 3 hours after that, 2.5 to 3 hours after that, I take my next pill and I eat lunch like 30 minutes after that. So my pills are like 5 hours apart. The last pill I take for the day, I try to take it no longer than about 12:30, 1 o'clock. I heard that helps in you sleeping at night. So, and it says on the bottle that you take it with your 2 biggest meals of the day. My lunch is my biggest meal of the day. My dinner is usually pretty light. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure that my dinner is light, and I try not to eat. This is what works for me. If you work a different schedule, if you have a different lifestyle, it might not work for you. But I try to eat no later than 8:30. I was aiming for 7, but they just really didn't fit into me getting home, studying for school, cooking dinner, doing whatever it is that I have to do. And besides, my man is not on a diet, in which I'm not going to be on a diet either. I refuse. I don't believe in restrictions. I believe in eating what you want to eat. Just do it reasonably. So I've never been a big sweets eater, but I noticed when I did cut back, way back on carbs, it made me crave sweets. So I found this wonderful yogurt. It's called Noosa, Noosa, Noosa. It's sweetened with honey, and it's actually a really good yogurt. And I do that, or I do red grapes, something like that, to curb my sweet tooth, because I don't eat candy. I've never have. I don't eat cookies. I don't eat anything like that. I'm not a big bread eater or anything like that. So it's pretty easy for me not to eat sweets. But I've been craving, well, I did for a short period of time, sweets and stuff. I think some of that had to do with me being a girl. This video is kind of long, so I'm going to end it. It was just kind of our getting to know you. So this is week 1, 4 days into my updates on the Hydroxycut Max for women. Hopefully you'll follow along and keep up with my progress, and we'll go from there. Thank you. Have a great day.